I'm going to show you how to make and use nuke. So, first thing that you want to do is go to your base or whatever you made. Well, you don't really need a base, so what you're gonna need, I'm gonna show you how to craft the stuff, and you're not gonna need these quantum suits and this ring. I'm just using them. So first, this is what you're gonna have to do. First, you're gonna have to craft a compressor, and I'll show you the stuff. And you need to craft a generator. So first, to craft a compressor, you're gonna need a machine block, and to craft a machine block, machine block is right here. You're gonna need refined iron, and to get refined iron, you just cook regular iron. So that's it. And then once you do that, you need stone, and to get stone, you just cook cobblestone. And to get a electronic circuit, you go here, and you need copper cable and refined iron, which I told you what to make in redstone. And here, the copper cable. So to make the copper cable, copper cable. Oh no. Over here, to make the copper cable, you need rubber. To make rubber, you melt sticky rhizomes, and you get sticky rhizome from rubber trees. And you need copper, which you can't make copper, you could only mine it. And this rubber, and then that's how you get copper cable. So then, once you do that stuff, put 3 stones down and 3 stones down on the other side, and machine block, an electronic circuit, and then you got your compressor. So just grab that compressor, and now to make a generator, you need I will show you how to make generator quick. So to make a generator, you need a furnace, a machine block, a RE battery, which this is how you make the RE battery. You need tin, and to get tin, you get tin ore, and to melt it, you need redstone, which you need to mine it, in copper cable, which I showed you, and I'll show you again. You get an RE battery. It's not going to be charged, but you're going to have to charge it. So then, you know how to craft that stuff. Well, I showed you it. And I'll show you again. The machine block, which is right here, right here, you need refined iron. And the furnace, you need to put cobblestone like this, 1, 2, 3, and around like that. And then you put furnace, machine block, and an RE battery, and you get a generator. Once you get a generator, you still need some extra copper cables. So to get some extra, just make some more copper cables, which I'll show you right now how to make them over again. Rubber, which you get from melting sticky rhythms. Copper, which you need to mine, and you could smelt the copper ore to get copper, and then Once you do all of that, you make the RE battery and pretty much done with the well, you make the extra copper cables. So now, what you're gonna have to do, I'll show you what I did over here. Once you make the generator, and you have the copper cables, right? You're gonna have to put the compressor right there, and put 2 copper cables, and hook it up to your generator. And now you get the generator, get coal, and once you get coal or charcoal, you put it in your generator, and you see that with when that red bar would add up. See, that's how the red bar adds up, and then it makes your compressor go, and then you put uranium in there. You're gonna need 4 uraniums. You don't really need 64. You only need 4. So let it compress. Once you put the uranium in, you'll get this looking thing that looks like a uranium ingot. It's uranium. It's like basically the same thing, but it looks like a uranium ingot. So you do that. You need to wait for it and get 4. Keep on waiting. Got 2. Only need 2 more. So then once you get that 4, you need to get gunpowder. Gunpowder. You get gunpowder by killing a creeper, and then you get gunpowder. You would need 5 gunpowders. Now it's almost done. It's almost done. Okay, now it's done. Now you no longer need the compressor or the generator, but I would keep it there unless you need it for something else. So now you go to your crafting table, get your uranium. Your refined uranium. Put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Put 1 gunpowder, 1 gunpowder, 1 gunpowder, 1 gunpowder, and 1 gunpowder. And there you go. You get the nuke. Now, to make a nuke blow up, you're either gonna need a lever. This is how you make it. Or a redstone torch or flint and steel. So, once you either get a lever or a redstone torch, I would get a lever because a lever it is not, you don't need redstone for it, so a lever would be better. You don't need a 64 either. You only need a 1. So once you get the lever, I would tell you to not put it in the water because it won't blow up anything. And nuke can blow up bedrock, but it's way stronger than TNT. So this is probably gonna freeze up my screen, but I'm sorry if it does that. I hope it doesn't, but I know it's going to. But a whole bunch of nukes definitely freezes up your screen. Place the lever, right click on it, and I would suggest to not stand close to it because you would probably die, but since I have this quantum suit on, you won't die. So see, look at that. Look at that nuke, how it just blew up. It pushed me back, and I can't even see. Look how much it blew up. Look at that. 1 nuke blew up this much. said that was part of the cave, but one nuke blew up that much. So I do a lot of more other stuff, but I'm just showing you how to do that. And alright, bye. I'm done.